That was probably intensely loud because it was really loud for me. Sorry about that. Oh, it absolutely was. Sorry. These are my old settings, okay. Now, if you've never played this game before, or never seen it before, we're gonna start from the very fucking beginning, because I don't have a recording of myself actually playing this game. So I'm gonna do it.
Corvo, if only there was someone else I trusted to send, so that you could remain near. But there is no one else, and the Spy Master was right to insist that I send you. The plague has taken so many, and we must find a cure. When you are near, my heart is at peace.
Oh yeah, we hit in that. We hit
Emily
in
and I
that.
will count the days until you return. Hurry home, and bring good news.
Steady hand. That's it. Watch it. Cast off wide. Casting off. We're away. Take us straight to Dunwall Tower. Lord Corvo has news for the Empress, and we've come a long way.
Hey, bitch.
A long way to bring bad news. The sailors say there's a curse on us. Black magic.
Superstition. For all we know, there's a cure for the plague by now.
Maybe. We live in strange times. Sending the Empress's bodyguard away for a couple of months. That's unusual.
Well, this was important. We need help with the rat plague. All there! We're going up. Sealed. Ready. Turning on the pipes. And she's rising. Oh, at last.
Blocks are so cool.
Steady pressure. And stop. Shut her down. The Empress will be waiting for your news, Corvo.
She's waiting in the pavilion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what to do next time?
Yes. The pressure was too low. All these new machines are touchy. Welcome back, Lord Protector.
There he is. Good voyage, sir.
Her Majesty is waiting in the pavilion.
Hello, sir.
Corvo, you're back!
Yay!
Will you tell me about your trip, please? Were there any whales? Wait! Let's play hide and seek first. I'll cover my eyes and you hide. You have time? Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master. Okay, here we go. Run with me! While you were gone, Mother seemed very sad. I think she missed you. Let's see if you're still good at this. I'll hide my eyes and count, and at the end of the countdown, I'll try and find you. Okay, I'm going to count to 10. Find a place to hide. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come. Or maybe here. What about here? Okay, you win. We should go now, so Mother can see you too. Did you see any monsters while traveling?
Welcome home, Lord Protector. Stop moving, Campbell. And you, Corvo, welcome back. From wherever you've been. They sent him all around the Isles to beg for aid. A waste of time. My elixir will banish the plague from this city. Now keep still a moment, High Overseer Campbell.
I'm not so sure that painting looks like Campbell.
You saw my improvements to the waterlock.
Oh! Oh, sorry, bro! I tripped over a dude's head. I forgot you could do that. Oh my god.
Did you see any monsters while traveling to the other isles? My nanny says the big ocean's full of them. But I think she only says that to scare me.
Welcome home, Lord Protector.
Sorry, bro. I wanted to see the other fucking paintings that are
I'm not so sure
here.
that painting looks like Campbell.
saw my improvements to the waterlock. It was a fool's errand, Corvo. The plague comes from inside us. We must all strengthen our faith. High Overseer, I must ask you to hold your pose. No foreigner can save us from the consequences of a corrupt society. No fancy elixirs either.
Like, you don't mind if I drink this? No? No? No?
What are you doing? I need the bottle to draw the eye away from Campbell. I suppose I can paint him without the cider, though in truth he's always close to the stuff. Remember, to every man his choice, to every man his fate.
Oh, I'm gonna kick your ass later. Oh my god, I'm gonna kick your ass later. No tripping over the guards this time, though. And no falling into random locations where guards are.
Hello, my lord.
Hey, bitch.
Good traveling with you, Corvo.
I'm gonna shoot you too. You're gonna fucking die.
People, not criminals.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can. All of them.
Very well.
We will not speak of this again.
Mother, Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily. Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Corvo. 2 days early. Full of surprises, as usual.
I am going to stab you 1,000,000,000 times. Oh my god. I don't even remember who here I stabbed. But I know I like you, and I know I like you, and you're the only people I'm not stabbing!
We should leave them alone.
Corvo, if you won't marry my mother, would you marry me?
No. Nope. 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 Gross. Anyway.
I hoped that one of the other cities had dealt with this before, knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point. Cowards. They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you
That's
okay,
smarter than
Mother?
what Europe did.
You seem sad.
Yeah, we're all
don't
gonna
worry,
die.
darling. Mother is fine. Wait, where are the guards? Who sent them away?
Mother, look! What are they doing on the rooftop?
What? Emily, come here. Emily, get behind me! Look out! Corvo, thank you. If you hadn't been here... No more! Not again!
Mommy!
No! Get away from her! Corvo!
Mommy! Get away! Corvo!
Corvo, it's all coming apart. Find Emily. Protect her. You're the only one who'll know what to do. Won't you? Corvo.
Ward us all. Look at what he's done.
Yes, he's killed the Empress. What did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
Her own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Take him.
No. Why wouldn't they understand about assassins that can totally jump around and disappear and shit? No one's gonna believe me about that. How'd they get over here? I don't know. They exploded and then they came back.
final chance, Corvo. Sign the confession, and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
That's enough for now. Get out. Let's give the man some time to think. Corvo.
It's the League of the Evil Baldies.
Daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now, someone to guide the weak, and that's where we come in.
There was nothing personal in this, even though you almost sank our plans. But it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time, and someone has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corvo. Guards! Take him back to his cell.
I love how they let their plan slip instead of just, like, pretending that they're innocent the entire time. They're like, nah, we need to gloat. Our highly motivated bodyguard / assassin guy is probably not gonna have a problem here. Dealing with all of this. Corvo, who we are is irrelevant right now. Just know we have faith in you. Here's the key to your cell. Once you're out, head for the prison's interrogation room. Take the explosive there and plant it on the outer door. When the bomb goes off, run. Make for the river and lose yourself in the sewers. You'll find some useful gear stashed there. One of the prison guards will leave a weapon just outside your cell. And good luck. We need you alive for what's to come.
Hey, I don't need shit from you. Execution tomorrow.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me. The sword in hand, assassinate an unaware enemy by pressing left click, or approach an unaware enemy from behind and hold 1 to do a non-lethal takedown. The final outcome is not as dark. You know, I should actually look up which is the canon ending for... Because, like, either the high chaos or low chaos is the canon ending for the game, which goes into Dishonored 2 and then Dishonored 3. Is the high chaos or low chaos ending? Low chaos ending is the canon ending for Dishonored. Boo! But low chaos is harder. High chaos is very messy and fun. I mostly avoided high chaos in all of my runs previously because they cause a huge... Well, on my older computer, they caused a huge amount of lag.
It's on account of Corvo, the one who killed the Empress and abducted her daughter, Emily.
So it's an occasion.
Right. A social event for the high and mighty. Come see the noble Lord Protector get his head chopped off.
They're as bad as us betting on the dogfights.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Gotta have to hold one, not just press it.
How come so many people are... The execution tomorrow.
It's on account of Corvo, the one who killed the Empress and abducted her daughter, Emily.
So it's an occasion.
Right. A social event for the high and mighty. Come see the noble Lord Protector get his head chopped off.
They're as bad as us betting on the dogfights.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Tell me again what you'll do if Slackjaw and his Bottle Street boys jump you.
Please, not now.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
It's just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. Crap.
Attention.
Burn
The
this place
solitary
to the
wing
ground.
is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Okay, I think I have just enough time. No, I really don't. How the fuck am I supposed to do that without killing anybody? When does the other guy come back? Maybe I could grab this guy when he first turns around.
Attention.
Nope.
Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Did I tell you about the time I almost caught that guy who killed the Empress?
Attention, the solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Gentlemen, I hope you all like sleeping in the same bunk. Enjoy. Goodbye. I wish I could lock them in there.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event.
Jesus Christ, don't do... Okay.
Approved dignitaries only. Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice. restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only. Attention, the solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Did see a guard. Don't know how long his path is. Here you go.
Stupid goddamn Dublin son of Marlon Gunn.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Why are there no fucking guards?
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Doesn't look like anyone's in there. What should we be wrong about that? Corvo Atano, formerly the Royal Protector, we brought in for interrogation. This is of utmost importance. The Lord Regent and High Seer Campbell will conduct questioning themselves, follow their orders without hesitation, and keep the torturer under control. If Corvo dies in his hands instead of getting the public execution the Lord Regent wants, it'll be your head that rolls next.
Corvo's unconscious again. Though he's taken more punishment than in 2 men we brought in for interrogation.
investigation. When he wakes, we'll start again. Having him sign the confession for her murder isn't critical, but it might be useful to us later. The assassination of an empress is not a trivial matter.
Once a child shows the proper inclination, he is marked. Overseers are assigned to study the subject surreptitiously to determine whether this inclination is supported by cosmological conditions and other signs ongoing throughout the year. End of the cycle, those befitting further testing are removed from their homes some hours before dawn and must begin a march to an outpost outside the city. There, children undergo ritual preparation and evaluation until the last night of the month of rain. They make a pilgrimage to White Cliff. During an elaborate ceremony, it is determined of which children will become overseers and which must be put down. Right. Me being like, I can't just shimmy out a fucking airlock? No. We're not playing Prey? That's about right.
Alright, that's it! Dishonor! Dishonor on your whole family! Make a note of this. Dishonor on you! Dishonor on your child!
Hey, Proxy. Dishonor on me and on my cow.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort to the solitary wing must... in advance with 1 week's notice.
Ackworth, you lazy slug. Did you patrol the yard?
Sorry, not yet. I was gonna report that boiler leak from yesterday.
Forget it. Just do your rounds. A report's trouble for both of us.
I'm moving.
Did you hear Morris was dragged overseers?
I'm gonna sit here. And then I will be right back. Oh god, it's so tippy. Come on, you can do it, little robot. You can do it. Yeah! Fucking did it! Cards. The last thing you want to do is fatigue yourself while you're doing this. Oh my god. 2 more life drinkers. 2 more life drinkers and we win. That's what killed him. The life drinker is so key to actually making Shutterwalk do something. There we go. I feel so bad for this guy. Well played. I'm so sorry. To stay long in the class, because you're gonna get kicked out. Yeah. I was just about to say the same thing. Also, if you hear the fruit bowl talking to you, see a doctor, just in case.
I'm a giant teapot, short and stout. Here's the handle, here's the spout. And I get a steam that hear me shout. Oh my god, this is so much bullshit. What the fuck, RNGesus? I fucking hate you, you fucking bitch.
Who's gay as all fuck. Nyx, who is female and gay as all fuck, which results in me liking men and her liking women, and nary the twain shall meet. The penis mightier than the sword. What? Oh, there's a space there. There's a space there. My bad. My bad.
I got this new anime plot. Basically, there's this high school girl, except she's got
Huge boobs. I mean, some serious honkers. A real setup of donkers. Heck of some dope on honkeros. Heck of the hunga bangaloos. Big old Todd Hungara cougars.
What happens next?
This is shows up in days. Big about Hanaga hoogs. Even mungus honkalonga not of the goggers. Removed it. Oh man, if they removed it already, that's such suckitude. Here we go. This is it. I wonder if it's still there. Check this out, check this out, check this out. Oh! Did I find a location that I'm not supposed to go to? Yes. You can partially enter the Emerald Dream.
In the silence of the dark, little creatures start to spark.
Stop. All right. Let's go get these guys.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
That guy's definitely facing me.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
The guy I need to take out is that guy. Because he never fucking turns. He doesn't have a path.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted
I would love a block of cheese.
to the event and approved dignitaries only.
God, that's such a mood.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Seen anybody with signs of the sickness?
You're such a chopper.
I see anyone on the side. They're both coughing up a storm. Like, bitch, you both got the goddamn plague.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Corvo's execution is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but everything has to be set up today.
I can't wait to see his head roll. Not everyone did, but I really like the Empress.
Any chance you'll share your food with me tonight?
Another night, another patrol with you.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch.
No Moira, but I like the Moira. The Moira's gonna be real difficult.
1 week's notice.
We sneaking. Okay, so there's that guy. Try not to be in his line of sight when he turns back around. If I grab him and drag him behind, I'm just worried that there's people in the fucking control room who will be able to see me grab him. Yeah, there's definitely more than one guy in there. Shit. Okay. Might be able to just sneak by all of them, maybe? I don't know how long this guy in the hallway lasts.
No, stupid goddamn.
Alright, that's it! Dishonor! Dishonor on your whole family! Make a note of this! Dishonor on you! Dishonor on your child!
Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice.
That dude is decidedly looking. God damn it, that would have been a perfect time. So did Doggy.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Seen any more big rat swarms?
Bug someone else.
Yeah, when he walks is when I'm supposed to go. Okay. I'm supposed to follow him closely. That's how I'm gonna get through. With the no killy, death, murder. I do love the death and murder in this game.
Accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice. Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Okay, so this guy lights a cigarette. I haven't been able to see this guy very clearly, but it seems he spends a fair bit of time away from... I swear there's 3 guys in there.
Attention, the solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Didn't see nothing. Where'd the other guy go? Did he run off? Am I totally fucked? Sorry, but I need all the monies I can get.
Attention, the solitary wing is
And away we go. All right, let's fucking go.
Use some kind of explosive to blast his way out. It doesn't happen by accident.
You think he had help? Who'd know how to do that?
Bottle Street gang, maybe. Watch for booby traps. Could be some down here by the look of it.
Good. If we're lucky, one of them will get Corvo.
You're afraid of him? He's Sir Conan. It's all merchants and whores down there.
Kids like you never saw what he was like. I saw him fight 3-1 in the practice yard. He's a whirlwind.
I hope it's me that finds him.
I hope it is too.
Corvo, if you're reading this, it means our plan worked and you've broken free from Coldridge. One of our contacts has hidden weapons for use deeper in the sewers. Grab the gear and find Samuel where the tunnels dump out to the river. He'll bring you to us. A friend who will meet you soon. I can never help myself. I'm like, if the jelly eels are there, they're gonna get eaten jellied eels! Yes. Launch. Yeah! Get rat swarmed, you bitches! Dinner. So I'm looking for shinies. Rats are eating our babies. You cannot kill the rat plague. No one will keep us from death. Go. Amanda and I only had enough coin to buy half the elixir we needed. Even if that's all gone now, there's nothing to do but wait. We're very sick and there's no place to hide from the city watch. They're breaking into houses all over the district. We'll stay here and share the last hours together. Our fire will keep the rats away, but they'll inherit this city. right.
Supposed to load the bodies in the carts headed to the flooded district?
Yeah, but screw that. That's too far. I don't want to catch the plague, do you?
No. Doesn't the elixir prevent it?
Maybe. Either way, let's just dump them down there. Let the rats eat them.
Weaker time. I can't remember which way I did this before. I don't know if going back and grabbing a corpse is going to be worth it, but we're going to try that anyway. Ew, it's all corpsey. And the floor is lava, only the floor is covered in rats.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Any evidence as to his whereabouts must be delivered to the City Watch at once.
Ah, there we go. Now we're starting to hear about the outsider. Yes, bitch! Where's my boyfriend? Nice. Nice. Books, 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 books. Oh, you little fuck. Almost got fucking wrecked. Getting ratted out means something else in this game. Yeah, no, that's true. I can't remember if making rats eat people counts as a kill. But probably. Let's face it, the answer is probably. Oh, there's the guy I was supposed to talk to. Good thing he's dead. I love that they have so many just random fucking advertisements. They're all legible. They all make sense to the, like I fucking love Dishonored. I love it. Dear me! Stupid thing. Fuck you. Greetings, Corvo, or should I say Lord Protector, as you were known before that title was wrongfully taken from you. We are servants of the Empire and of the true Empress, a group of loyalists who want very much to meet you. Take these weapons, craft a few of the finest materials in the Isles, and meet with our man Samuel near where these tunnels spill into Wrenhaven River. All haste and look, we share a common purpose. This shit again. Billy, in case you're too daft to remember, look to your whiskey for the answer. Whiskey. Got it. If you want your share, you'll sort it out. I'll come back. If not, I'll come back for it next month. Journal. Notes. Son of a bitch. I assume the number's on the whiskey bottle. I just can't. Yet. I need to knock it over somehow. Maybe I could just walk into it and it'll fall over? Nope. How do I... I remember I can sheathe my weapons, I just can't remember how right now. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, okay. Ha 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 ha. 451. Whee! Nice. Nice. Anything else? No?
He won't get past me, sir.
Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard. Smells like a dead weeper in here. They come here to die sometimes in the dark. Just slip into the water, don't come out.
You know, I just realized I totally did the same thing last time where I hopped up on the table and tripped into the guard and got myself killed in the first 10 seconds of this game. I wonder if they'll let me do a takedown without, giving me instructions first. Trouble is, I don't know if the other guy is over there. I was gonna say, could you please tell me I'm allowed to do my drop assassination? Is this it? Moiter. Oh, wait until he comes back. This guy has a piss like a racehorse. There's something wrong with his prostate. I'm just saying, dude. How many times a second are you going to do that? Too many. Gonna get wrecked is what's gonna happen now. Yeah, let's see if I can actually do the drop not assassination. Oh, that works. God damn it. Ooh, rat bites. There was 2 guards.
Heard something.
Stop it. Get some help. Piss off, you stupid rat. Damn it, and here I thought I actually had something. Oh, was this how I was supposed to get past all these guards? Aww. Lord knows I can't help it. I keep killing people. Ooh, rat meat. Tasty loot. Give me your loot, and I'll take your loot. Yes, we've all got everybody's loot and a head. Ah, get shit on. What's stupid is I wanted to pick up the bottle and throw it, and I smashed it, cause you know. like that's a place I want to go. Get up here. Get up. Get up. Up. Look for fucking booby traps. It's here by the Wren Haven I'll make my last home. It stinks to the void. My grandmom's hagfish stew will drive the odor away. I remember sailing out this river to the great ocean, that vast blinding light of blue water. With a tender 15 and our nets were always full to bursting in the old days before everything went to shit. Anyway it goes, it's either the boots of the watch against my skull, the teeth of the rats on my bones, or the trembles of the plague all over my skin. Don't matter none to me. Aw, he fucking died. There's gonna be a lot of plague victims. Just saying. Yeah, they're all gonna leave sad notes behind, and I'm going to make fun of all of them because it's the only way to cope with how many people die in this game. Like die, but not because I've been murdery, but just die because everything is all shitty and plaguey and murdery. And that looks like a dead guy. No, my perfectly clean dagger is all covered in goop. Wait a minute. Hello. You don't need that. Enjoy, bud. There's something in there. Alright. Always worth looking. Nothing can get the blood off my blade. No. I'm gonna get a high chaos for this first section. I'm gonna be so irritated because I took so much time trying not to have that happen.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Any evidence as to his whereabouts must be delivered to the City Watch at once.
Over here. Quickly, I'm a friend.
Oh, hey, Samuel. And say Corvo over here quickly, I'm a friend. But I say, my dagger's all covered in blood and I feel bad about it. And nothing will ever wash away the stain, even though that's ridiculous. Hey, bitch.
I'm Samuel, and I work for some good people who want very much to meet you.
No, you work for some bad people who very much want to meet me.
Hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
Alright, old man, let's go. I swear to fucking God. Hey! I actually did manage a low chaos! Grim. Fuck! Look at how few coins I found! God! Oh, I did some of the special stuff. Continue. Man, I'd actually probably like to watch people do speedruns of this game where they actually get like all of the coins and all of the rooms and all of the everything specials.
This is the Hound Pit's pub, closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart. Take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
My god, I hate when I get stupid Windows pop-ups. Would you like to know that the Canadian dollar has dropped in value again? Things that don't surprise me. Right, I need to be able to not get eaten by the hagfish to get in there. Right. That is not gonna stop me from doing a giant cursory snoop to find everything that I can find. Hello, let me fucking jump. Oh, I guess I can't jump that far. Let me in. Hey, bitch. No, I'm not going in there yet. No, we're looking everywhere else first.
Even after 6 months in Coldridge Prison, he slipped out like it was nothing.
Yes. Not surprising.
Attention
He
all
was the personal
citizens.
bodyguard.
Curfew extends from sundown to sunrise unless
Yes,
you are
I have.
otherwise authorized.
It still amazes me that
Violators
someone
will
could
be
get to the
subject to
Empress
interrogation and detained when
No one
necessary.
knows the real story.
Remember, the
We all have our
boldest
suspicions.
measures are the safest.
We'll know the truth in time.
He's strong and quick. But I hope he understands subtlety as well.
This isn't one of your fancy dress parties. The reality is that we need men killed. Have you ever killed a man?
Only with my wit. But it's a fair point as always. He'll be here soon, and I'm looking forward to meeting him.
Then do. Nom 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 coins.
Attention, citizens of Dunwall. The Old Port District has been added to the evacuation list. The Weeper count for the month of siege has increased. The Lord Regent has decreed that plague ordinances will remain in effect through the month of rain. Stay alert and stay loyal.
At the Academy of Natural Philosophy, they speak of the Pandician continent as a place of wonder where all life has entwined and blossomed across aeons. You know, I really wish, like, if we could have gone to Pandicia. The endless regret that is that Arcane Studios is gone. It's gone, and we'll never get another Dishonored. It's gone, and the guy who also directed this game just fucking walked after doing Prey because Bethesda treated him like such fucking garbage the entire time. The overseers from the Abbey of the Everyman, by contrast, talk of horror and heresies, of cults of sub-men engaged in brutal, perverse rituals. If you've traveled to the far continent and come back to the Isles, those who have actually touched the soil there returned with notes that describe vast deserts, deep jungles, and outlandish creatures that defy belief. Once in a generation, a great effort is mounted to build a colony there in hopes of this someday growing into a port city, to rival Dunwall itself, but to date, these attempts have all ended in madness and failure. There's so much information that we never, ever, ever fucking learned. And it's infuriating. Especially about Pandysia. Like, the stories about Pandysia literally make me intensely anxious to even want to go there, but I want to go there. Good jumping skills there, Corvo. Jesus Christ. Jump, you fuck. Thank you. Click, click, click from the slate.
River traffic is forbidden from landing in the distillery district due to risk of infectious contact. Violators will be taken to the flooded district for treatment and rehabilitation.
It's a treatment and rehabilitation. Do you mean to be put to death? Because that's what you mean. Treatment, rehabilitation, and decidedly a whole lot of death. I'm not sneaking. You didn't see shit.
They're hard at work.
Nope.
Best join them. They'll help you get whoever.
Welcome to the hunt.
Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. I'm here to get all of this shinies. Such shinies. I missed like 300 fucking gold worth of shinies last time. I don't even remember if gold is worth anything or if it's just for collecting shinies. It's probably worth something. Hello? Chinese? I never thoroughly explored this when I first played it, because of course, why would I thoroughly explore a place that I assumed would A, never change, and B, not be required for me to get stuff done. Now I fucking know better. Gotta go as far as I can in every direction and try and find shinies everywhere. Shinies. And if you're like, oh, are you going to refuse the outsider? Fuck no, the outsider's my boyfriend. Blood from the eyes. I feel like there shouldn't be anything under these bushes, but at the same time... Second, I thought I saw a shiny. Spymaster. Come on, polygons, don't fail me now. No. No.
Do not attempt to house or care for a friend or family member who shows signs of blood on their face and chest area. The only way to help them is to bring them to the City Watch. They will be taken to the flooded district for treatment.
Hiding the plague is punishable by death. These huge metal walls, though, they're so unsettling. I love it. Do I think I have all of the coins yet? Fuck no. Am I trying to rack my brain to remember other places where the coins could be before we talk to the loyalists? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get upstairs before talking to them. But I might not be able to. No, we aren't going in that door. I mean, surely I should be able to get up here. If I can get up here, I should be able to get up here. But I still can't get in there. Alright. Hey man, round we go. Good enough.
Oh my! You startled me.
Attention, Dunlop.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You could only be
advised,
Corvo.
the river crust
I suppose you're
infestation has
practicing
spread
for your
downriver, as
well,
far as
your
the
job.
river mouth and
You're
flooded
much younger
district.
than I expected.
Do not attempt to approach or
Do
destroy
make
a
yourself
river.
Are you
home.
flirting with me, bitch?
Yeah,
Items
you got
recovered
blamed for
from
the
doing
death of
so
the
are
Empress,
considered
Mr.
state
Spirit.
property.
I love when people turn away from me and it's like, you could choke this bitch out, you know. You could. Like, the option is there. I'm not sure what you thought you were gonna do. What will we do with a drunken whaler? What will we do with a drunken whaler? What will we do with a drunken whaler? Early in the morning, feed into the hungry rats for dinner. Feed into the hungry rats for dinner. Feed into the hungry rats for dinner. Early in the morning, way hey up she rises. Way hey up she rises. Way hey up she rises. Early in the morning, slice his throat with a rusty cleaver. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver. Early in the morning, stuff him in a sack and throw him over. Stuff him in a sack and throw him over. Stuff it in a sack and throw him over. Early in the morning, way hey up she rises. Way hey up she rises. Way hey up she rises. Early in the morning. Litany on the White Cliff, which we already heard had something to do with the church that observes children and then kidnaps them in the middle of the night. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our home, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod to those who would stray from the herd, for any foggy gray wastes of the outsider. We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions so that others will not lose their way. And to those who choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes and in far places, we will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. Yeah, I'm sure that's just a totally normal thing to be thinking and saying. Yoink. Munch. Finding my way at the feeble light of the dying fire, I saw her working. A large needle moved in her hand, moving precise, esoteric patterns, knots, and loops of the seamstress craft from the ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shuddered, shaking the wooden table. A morbid fascination pushed me closer until she turned her blank face towards me, resting the needle in his flesh, and with a refined tone she addressed me. So you are the lover, I presume. You too have been unfaithful, so now it is your turn to be mended. Grim! Oh my god, this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. Lord Nathan Biles, shaking with outrage. How dare you, sir? Clothes so in my very home. I should hand you over to the watched, depraved Tivian. Prince Kalasar moving closer. That's a harsh welcome for royalty, my lord. Your daughter treated me with much more hospitality. Alas, she's gone out for the evening, leaving me all alone. Lord Nathan Biles, stammering, studying the younger man before him. What are you doing? Leave this house! Go back to your frozen wasteland, pale rascal! Prince Kalasar, smiling coyly, reaching out. Oh, no need for anger between us, Lord Bale. Is it so wrong for me to be here? As I've proven, I developed affinity for you and your family. Lord Bale, gasping, oh my, Kalasar, your skin is so warm it hurts! Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2, excerpt from a travel journal of a whaler in his final years. After more than a quarter of a century, I'm done with whaling, too broken to continue. I've seen all the corners of the isles and made more coin than most men see in a lifetime, but it's all gone. I lived through an emperor, watched his daughter take the throne, fair young empress she was, but slain so young. Everything beautiful comes to die. I've eaten in every port of the known world and sailed in the loneliest waters you can imagine. I've seen the cliffs around Pandysia. Even the best of it doesn't give me an ounce of joy. The years come back across my dreams as a line of butchered bodies, long, sleek, and singing among the waves under the moonlight, only to be speared by ugly, weather-scarred men who'd knife each other for a good pair of boots. Each year I had less time to come home. My tongue forgot the language of small chatter, and those who lived in the cities thought me odd. My sister, Nina, hardly knew what to say to me during our visits. When she lost her business to the Lord Regent's crooked barrister, I was 100 miles east of Morley, gaff hand frozen from the sleet as we tracked the first bull whale we'd seen in months. I helped her as much as we could, but Nina died in the early days of the plague, and none of it mattered. If I'm jaded and bitter, it's because this industry has taken away my dreams. The world has beaten me. Probably.
Lady Emily Caldwell was abducted 6 months ago during her mother's terrible murder. Anyone with information leading to the location or return of the daughter of our beloved late Empress is required to speak to the City Watch at once.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have. Speaking of which... Wallace! Please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
Holy crap, I can hear a voice in my head!
Hey, Toggy.
Attention all citizens. Curfew extends from sundown to sunrise.
Oh, we already read that one.
Unless you are otherwise authorized. Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures.
Doing the sneaking in the moiter? I haven't actually well, there's a couple of people who died, but I uphold the fact that they were just surprised to see me. Sure, one of their heads fell off, but that just happens when you're really surprised.
Log entry 1-4. It seems we have moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location. The Pendleton's voting bloc and my military connections. All we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the bastards for us. Corvo is more than capable of that, I have no doubt. N-bomb. Is this off? Switch. Where the hell is it?
It's been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They've not returned, so I can only hope they succeeded in getting the packages delivered. Piero spent considerable time and resources making those things. Find a way to mass-produce them, the Dunwall Navy could secure its place as a dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo. Did he actually break out of Coldridge? And if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him the odds of 1 in 5. While each of the Isles has some form of naval fleet, none is more envied than that of Bristol, with its long, proud history of great ships and the admirals who command them. Boys come of age in the cities of Bristol, hoping to someday captain such a ship, and family dynasties are made by the captains who track down the infamous pirates or crush seditious uprisings, as during the Morley insurrection. In times of war and peace, Bristol continues to innovate at sea. The ship designs of Anton Sokolov himself now represent the highest standard in the whaling trade, allowing crews to haul their kill up over the deck, begin their butchery and processing even as the ship returns to Dunwall. The crews can be seen working on their latest whale as the ship moves slowly up the Wrenhaven River, coming to dock with one of the powerful warehouse companies such as the Greaves Whaling House. Suspended in the rigging overhead and backlit by the setting sun, the silhouette of one of these creatures makes a moving sight as... That's funny, that's spelled wrong. As it cruises to its final resting place in the industrial heart of the capital city. Yes, we are in Bristol. Oh hey, Volume 1! My sister Nina and I left Tivia together, saying goodbye to our aunt, the woman who raised us since childhood, leaving behind our home city of Yarrow in the cold, the beautiful white landscapes we'd always known. We boarded a ship for Dunwall. Our parents had left us with a sizable inheritance, and we spent half of this getting to the capital city and establishing a small import ship dedicated to Tivian furs. Once I'd helped Nina establish the business, I was free to pursue my dream. Standing on with a whaling ship was the most exciting thing I'd ever done, and I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I would captain my own crew and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many months. As an apprentice to the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of the great beasts up close. Nothing have ever fired my spirit so, as the wind and the pounding waves racing after a wounded whale, being pulled by a skein of cables embedded in its thick flesh. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in the previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me, so that Nina barely recognized me when I returned, tanned and sinewy, with muscle, weather creases already wrinkling the corners of my eyes, but she could see that I was filled with joy, having found my purpose. And then it all went to shit. Yoink.
Attention, citizens of Dunwall. The Old Port District has been added to the evacuation list. The Weeper count for the month of seeds has
Pub
increased.
Master Room
The Lord
key.
Regent has decreed that plague ordinances will remain in effect through the month of rain. Stay alert and stay loyal.
If I may, I am the personal assistant to Lord Pendleton, and one of the senior servants at Pendleton House, as was my father. Now I am entrusted with this house, the home of the Loyalists. I have never seen the Admiral fail at any venture. If order can be restored to the city of Dunwall, I believe he can do it. If anyone can get your old life back, it's him.
It doesn't make any damn sense. You guys don't know what happened. You don't know where the Emperor is. Or where Emily is. Or neither do I, but that's beside the point. so intense. It's so intense, you guys. Hey, what the fuck are you doing in here?
The
Hey,
Admiral
hey.
served in the Navy under the Empress. But something happened with the Lord Regent that drove the Admiral out. If I understand it right.
Doesn't sound very useful. Nice. I do love me a good shiny. My brain be like, there's a the thing keeps popping up saying kill the person near you, and I'm like, oh yeah, I shouldn't press that button. I probably shouldn't press that button.
Do not attempt to house or care for a friend or family member who shows signs of blood on their face and chest area. The only way to help them is to bring them to the City Watch. They will be taken to the flooded district for treatment.
Watch me have only gotten like the teeniest, tiniest, ittiest, bittiest amount of fucking gold out of this fucking area. I'm gonna go in now, but seriously, there's so much more, and I've missed it already, and you know what? Go back to them. I'm gonna go back to the docks. Go back to the docks. You know there's probably some more down there. I just missed the shiny or something. Like, do I really think I can outswim the hagfish? I'm sure I'm gonna die if I jump in there. Fuck it. No, don't eat me. I'm just looking for shinies. Like, if I don't see something shiny, I'm probably not gonna go out. Though that is really suspicious. There's no way I can swim across there to not get eaten in the meantime, because that's just hagfish. Ow, 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 stop, ow. Like, do I think I can make it without getting chomped? I don't know! Gonna get chomped! Oh, I didn't even get chomped that time. Very nice. Shinies? Shinies? Please make my trip out here worth it. Give me some shinies. I mean, this boat should be full of shinies. I mean, it's a damn boat. Hot diggity damn! It totally did have a shiny. I gotta eaten. I gotta eaten. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Get out the fit. Get out! Get out! Get out of the water. Man, I hope I get closer than I usually do with how many coins I get. Okay, we're going in. We're going in. I'm pretty sure I've explored fucking everywhere. Well, most places.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Be advised, the river crust infestation has spread downriver.
Nice.
As far as the river mouth and flooded district. Do not attempt
Nice.
or destroy a river crust. Any items recovered from doing so are considered state property.
Do. No, up. I have to look up to climb up. Alright. I'm like, what happens if I kill them? It's probably a game over because it's you just killed the person who you need to talk to get your quest, you dumb shit. Looks like I can't kill him no matter what I try here.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock, a true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pits pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered.
But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes. Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and I'll get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
Otherwise authorized. Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures are the safest.
Good to have you with us, Corvo. Nothing against the others, but... Have you talked to Piero yet? He made the weapons we left for you on your way out of Coleridge Prison. Go see him when you can.
Attention, citizens of Duncan. The district has been added to the evacuation list. The Weeper count for the month of...
I had a feeling that was what was gonna happen. Aww. Aww. Oh, you see, stop trying to kill people. Oh, that's right. I need to go talk to Inventor Boy now. Oh, jeez! Cutscene got me.
You, I will create the tools of a master assassin. No, this cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil is running.
It'll do that.
Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. The oil's unstable. When it explodes, there is a terrible mess.
Excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from prominent natural philosophers by Piero Joplin. It is of no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Solokov's elixir over my own formula, so does Piero's remedy. An aim I did not choose, if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Solokov's formula over mine, which I believe to be the equal if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. They're remarkable because this strain works with an efficiency we've not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I studied it with the blood of those so afflicted, and it's nearly perfect. Elegant, in fact. And while it is true Piero's remedy and Solokov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties not fully understood, which relate to the mind itself and the spirit. And it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Solokov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variants of the key ingredients making up Piero's remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions that separate humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Wrenhaven River. Piero, no, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal, tivy, and ore. What's with the metals? What's wrong with the metals and crystal? King sparrow feathers. If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the Academy everything you needed was paid by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. I'm footing the bill and would not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need these things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one's going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. One of the advantages of Solokov's technologies is they share the same magnetic socket for the tanks of the processed whale oil they use as fuel. When a tank is exhausted, another can be plugged into place with ease. And the process is simple enough that with any common workman or even the lower guardsmen of the City Watch can handle the task. It applies to the arc pylon and wall of light security systems, as well as the power carriages used for transport by those few wealthy enough to afford them. The only obvious downside of Solokov's designs is the volatility of the tanks themselves. A few incidents have occurred, resulting in damage to property or bodily harm wherever one of the tanks has exploded. And I've got to go grab one right now. After I finish robbing this guy of anything that is shiny. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers usually of junior or middle grades in most matters of edict to curfew enforcement. These officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage symptoms called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of pain, interested officers may apply for the test and, if accepted, the 2-week training tour. Pay may be administered in coin of rations of elixir at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. Of course, I've attempted to approve on Solokov's designs, of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We're all part of a community striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Solokov is no exception to this. Despite the glamour of genius, he is cast over the aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my backing or social clubs and at the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. And you may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Though your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. A few short years ago you would have laughed at Solokov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. Remarkably, each specimen I had the this is about whales, or vivisected. I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variants in physiology. Once, on the second leg of the trip, east of Tivia, the crew hauled aboard a female, some 42 feet in length. I estimated she weighed 35 tons. The ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the mass of tentacles round her mouth. Within, I found row upon row of teeth and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assumed she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks with lines cast from the main ship from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep, and once it is caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is then used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck, and then lift them to the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off the fattiest parts while it still lives. Ew. Solokov no longer has the upper hand with regards to supplies of whale oil. The good admirals paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it in the Correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is completed, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time, and then observe them for years if need be, to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
Necessary legal amnesty?
Perfect. Now plug it in. Jip? Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face. But this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Send the lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you. You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can. Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more.
The door to nothingness. Pretty sure there's nothing else I can really grab. Watch me do this wrong anyways.
Yes, very much so, but no need to fear. He is here to work with our masters.
People say he killed the Empress.
Of course he didn't.
People are foolish and believe whatever they're told.
Okay. If the Admiral trusts him, then so will I.
I think I don't have anything else I could potentially do. Since I already went and got all the coins I think you can get. I think. My bed is boingy. Boing. Boing. Alright. Somewhere else. Yeah, boy. Something's not right. Gee, I wonder what it might be.
Hello, Corvo.
Hey, cutie!
Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world, great forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me.
Intensely complicated. But suffice it to say, at this point in the story, Corvo has been rejected by all of society. And because of that, the outsider can reach him. So, like, the outsider really only can reach people who are fully rejected by society. He has a lot of ulterior motives, but that's the easiest one when it comes to their initial meeting. But I won't spoil it for anybody who's actually curious. To see how it all unfolds. And am I looking for shinies? Yes, I am. I can't remember if there's any actually around here. There's always a vague chance, though it doesn't make any sense, because, I mean, I'm probably dreaming? You cannot save her over and over again. No. Right, the Piero remedies are mana potions. Corvo, I'm very sad. They say you're dead like mother, but I'm gonna put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it. So please come for me if you can. that's interesting. I didn't realize it actually he actually reveals where Emily is. We've seen the Outsider mentioned a few times in notes so far, and he seems to be a devil-like figure for a church that has already admitted in the very first thing we read about the church, kidnaps children late at night, tests them to see if they're worthy, and if they're not, puts them to death. So, yeah. Oh, right, there's a whale in the middle of the area we are.
In the days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning. All of time is meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries. Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky. The one who walks here is all things, cradle songs of comfort and bones gnawed by teeth. This is the place from which those who dabble in the black arts draw their power. And this place is their doom. I can feel a great age ending. This place is the end of all things, and the beginning. All of time is meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries. Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky. The one who walks here is all things. Cradle songs of comfort and bones gnawed by teeth. This is the place from which the who dabble in the black arts draw their power. And this place is their doom.
Oh, that's right. You get to pick what powers you get too. Honestly, D&D 2024 makes no fucking sense. You've written a complex contract with something, but you don't know what that something is. Yeah, level 3. There you go. Level 3.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Journal of Granny Rags. Oh, hey, I didn't realize there was a journal from Granny Rags in here. Oh, tits. Well, apparently I'm going to need to get going soon. Yeah, exactly. Which is just like, well, okay, you can ignore the rules, but why were the rules like that? I mean, you can, like, what's really stupid is, I don't see the point of switching your pact at getting your pact at 3. It doesn't make any sense. Your pact can be there, you just don't get any relevant powers from it until level 3. Oh yeah, I know they butcher counterspell. Like, it's just dumb the way it plays out. Like, you should know, if you're a warlock, you should know who your patron is. It's not like a Pathfinder witch where you are never allowed to really know what your patron is. And you probably shouldn't ever try to find out either. Yeah, everyone is level 3 now. Then why aren't we starting the game at level 3 if that's so fucking fired important for everybody to, like, get their special powers at level 3? Okay, sure, alright. But at the same time, do you mean for people to just start the game at level 3? Because, yeah. We have to read about Granny Rags, because Granny Rags is super important. Of course I'll tell you, dear, I won't keep any secrets from you in the end. All the dreary days of my life are like the windows of a house. From the kitchen I can see out into the garden where the leaves and the stalks are brown and bug-eaten. You see a little lump of dirt of something that was wrapped in a blanket and laid to rest along the rows of whistling vines. The front room looks out into the street where all the neighbors are setting fire to their homes and barricading themselves inside. Warm and snug, dearie. And don't forget about the bedroom either. It sees into a dreary alley where all the hooligans are playing a game with an old man. The first two are hitting him with sticks, and the girl with them is kicking at his dry old ribs. Oh, to have those bones and boil them in a pot. No one lives in my house anymore, dearie. Not anyone you'd want to meet. When I lived there with my husband, we were fine, fine people. Ver amore, everyone would say. Your house is as grand as Boyle Manor. Better even. Your dinners are lavish. Your parties are the best. And when that young Solikov came to paint my portrait, I was nearly still in my prime. Radiant, he said. And he was barely just a man so young, painting all the best people across the land. Everyone wanted a portrait by his hand, all my friends. I was the only one, dearie, wet with his paint, glistening on the canvas for a pretty coin. But it wasn't all parties and paintings. My husband and I weren't always at home. No, we traveled together, he and I, to the far ends of the isles beyond, even all the way to the red cliffs of Pandysia. Dig in the rock and crawl through the caves, holding up candles and squinting at the walls. Many precious things we came upon, but none so precious as the boy with the black eyes, dearie. All those marks and bones carved so deep and polished so bright. I brought the old bones home, hid them for my dear husband. Then I learned to boil them and carve them myself. They made such good presents, dearie. The little mute boy took them home. He loved them so. All the time he came back with new bones for me, holding them up so I could see it in his eyes. Even though his tongue was still, Granny, his eyes would say to me, carve these bones for me, make me another present. And he went so, so far, all the way to Dunwall Tower. The royal headsman himself now, my little mute boy, and his shiny, shiny sword. Better bones were what I needed, you see, better bones to carve and polish and scrape and gleam. My dear old husband was always tired. I made him soup, and then he was sick. Better bones was all. For my mute little boy carved in the name of the woman with the black eyes, and after my husband was gone, given away his birthday gifts. I didn't want to live there any more. So now I'm old and I don't have many to give my presents to. It's sifting through the garbage for Granny Rags, feeding little birdies that gather at my feet. No one wants to have tea, dearie, especially those rude louts on Bottle Street. Slackjaw and his boys always meddling with an old woman, just trying to make her way. In the end, we'll be together with him, you and me in the dreary night with the stars above and below. Always the one with the black eyes, dearie. Dun 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 dun. Yes, please. Do do do. Yes, please. Do 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 do. Those are all really good ones. Those are good ones to start. Oh, I'm not playing on a New Game Plus, am I? I hope I'm not. This is the 4th day, month of high cold. Progress continues in the suppression of gang activity in Distillery District, more slowly than I expected. The ruffians operating there have been cunning, I'll grant them that, but it's only a matter of time. I'll see their leaders flogged in public and sent beneath the royal executioner's blade. If I had my way, that mute bastard would be working night and day removing the heads that need removing. Internally, the Empress does not seem pleased with my investigations. It seems that it's beyond her thinking, against her very nature as a trusting person, to believe that traitors move among us, but I know they do. They must. No, Jessamine would rather spend her time with the royal protector. At least he's likely to stop an immediate threat to her safety, but a strong arm is not what's needed against those who would undermine us. How will Corvo's sword stop a poisoned wineglass, or an explosive delivered by courier? It will not. There are many threats around us, threats requiring meticulous efforts to please. Young Lady Emily is undisciplined, I'm afraid. Here within Dunwall Tower she receives instruction from the finest tutors known in the Isles, yet her mother spoils her and spends most of her time lost in imagination, wasting her time drawing or asking Corvo to teach her to fight with wooden sticks. The girl might rule the Empire someday, every moment spent at play is a moment wasted. Shoring up security for the main gate leading to Dunwall Tower has been another pet project of late. To think that back in his day Emperor Caldwin left it open to the public during the day, allowing anyone to come and go as they pleased. If it were up to me, I'd seal off access to the streets entirely, but the Empress won't hear of it. The waterlock is much easier to protect, and if it were the only way into the tower, traffic in and out would be greatly reduced. Someday the wrong person's going to slip in, and we'll suffer for it, mark my words. No amount of security is excessive when it comes to protecting heads of state. The Empress also disapproves of my plans for the Solikov devices. Solikov himself has no interest in security, of course, but he's vain and therefore keen to see his inventions deployed in any fashion. This wall of light he's been tinkering with has promise. In any case, at least I was able to convince the Empress to upgrade the pistols carried by the officers of the watch. Why do I worry so when no one seems to care if I ever fall asleep? It'll all sink into the ocean. Will rough things clamber over the walls and fill themselves on our flesh? This is what I see in the same room several times each month. If only I had more say in things, more authority, I could protect us all. Perhaps I've been working too hard. Dinner and an evening of conversation with a certain lady of refinement might be in order. Perhaps somewhere nice in the estate district. For over a year now, I've lived away from the Abbey, without the company of my overseer brethren or the guidance of the blind sisters of the oracular order. Days have passed with me sleeping in the dens of the cut-purses, murderers, and worse, and the nights have seen me prowling through the worst alleys and wretched corners of Dunwall. I've taken my meals with killers. At times I've ventured beyond the city walls, meeting in forgotten graveyards, and the outlying ruins frequented by those of ill means. My beard has grown long, and I wear the weathered clothing and bits of boiled leather favored by the Bottle Street and Hatter gangs, and by those rough men and women who make their trade knifing others for coin in return. My hands have read red with blood, it's true, but I have selected my targets with care, choosing among those criminals and heretics who were not fit to live, executing them justly, and using their deaths as a means of building my reputation. So far, this trick has allowed me to make my name among my murderous colleagues, without taking the lives of the innocent. My goal is singular. I must impress the assassin named Dowd in order to get close to him. All the practitioners of black magic we have tracked, none concern the Abbey as much as Dowd. It is said that his mother was a witch from one of the archipelagos off the Pandician coast, taken captive by pirates venturing far from the Isles. According to the legend, by the time the ship returned, the captain was dead, and the witch controlled the crew, with Dowd still a shadow in her belly. The earliest stories tell of a gang killer without mercy, moving among the shopkeepers and city watch officers of Dunwall like a reaper through wheat. And a period of silence followed. Years we now believe he spent traveling the Isles, studying anatomy and the occult in the great halls of learning and hidden basements frequented by fellow dabblers in the forbidden arts. Dowd is even purported to have spent a winter in the Academy of Natural Philosophy itself, and for a time before a schism developed, he counted the Brigmore witches among his allies. All the while he honed his craft, and it is during this time that we believe he began to consort with the outsider. New reports emerged of a dusky-skinned assassin paid by the elite to eliminate their rivals in Dunwall and the other major cities across the Isles. Those who saw him and lived numbered in the handful, but all of them reported seeing something strange, that he appeared and vanished like smoke. From a nearby rooftop he gestured, and a noble woman stumbled from her balcony, falling to her doom on the cobblestones below. Most recently, as this new threat of plague has risen in Dunwall, Dowd has been seen leading a gang of men in dark leather dressed as factory whalers in their Weber masks. They seem loyal beyond comprehension for someone so unworthy, leading me to wonder if some of his magic is dedicated to lulling their minds and enslaving them. Only a month ago, one young girl claims to have come upon a strange scene, carrying a bottle of milk home to her crippled brother. She was taking a shortcut through the tailor's district. In a narrow street, she passed beneath a window and heard unusual sounds from within. Pushing aside the ratty curtain, the girl assaulted into an abandoned apartment used by miscreants for gambling and trading haberweed. An occult shrine had been erected against the far wall, which she recognized from the teachings given to her by the local overseer. A man she described as resembling Dowd was kneeling before the shrine, muttering to an unseen spirit as if in argument. He took a carving made of pale bone from the altar before him, and the lights all went out in a gush of unclean wind. Quiet as a field mouse, she slipped away, running until she reached her home. There could be no doubt. Dowd is an agent of the outsider and must die, for there is no limit to the evil this man might do. This is my solemn oath and the great purpose of my life. Until Dowd is dead, and his corruption has been purged from the world, I will continue to move among the depraved, winding my way towards him. I'll not drop my guise or don my overseer's mask again until Dowd breathes no more. That is a long one. I mean, with a sorcerer, there's always the theory that your ancestry is a shameful thing, and perhaps it skips generations. So in general, or perhaps your parents were murdered when you were young, and you never learned of your true ancestry because you were raised like in an orphanage or some shit like that. There's always opportunities for a sorcerer to not necessarily know what their ancestry is, but like they're casting spells. They know they're a sorcerer. They know something is up. Likewise, I think if you've been training to be a paladin, you're going to train to be a paladin. If you've trained to be a paladin, you should have taken an oath during that training. Makes sense to me. You want the chinwag on Slackjaw, what he was like when he was young before he got his name. Always got a cool head now, but it weren't always like that in the days when he was the boss of the Bottle Street Gang. Time was, young Slackjaw wasn't such a reasonable man. Like most of us, he grew up in the streets, running with a pack of ragamuffins and avoiding the law, pinching whatever he needed, dark hair and dark-eyed, smoking a pipe by the age of 10. For them born into the brothels or coming from the orphanages, it was either the gangs or working with the mudlarks, and no one wants that. Some got pressed into the Navy or put down in the mines run by the Pendleton or the Boyle families. Hard as it was in the streets, as hungry as we all got, at least we was free. By the time we weren't little uns anymore, Slackjaw was the one to watch, usually calling the shots when we took down a farmer's cart or a sidewalk street vendor. He'd come up with the plan, give everyone some part to play, and decide on the split. Most of us just went along because we learned fast that we made out better like that, more food and more coin. Plus, none of us wanted to deal with Slackjaw when he was in a rage. He worked on a couple of big jobs with Black Sally across town, and that was enough to get the attention of the other bosses. He wasn't just a street kid anymore. Now he was an up-and-comer, which meant trouble. Another guy who fancied himself as such was Mike the Fish, who was working his way up running the protection racket among the factory women. One fine evening, we're all taken in a bawdy show at the theater house. Mike the Fish and his lot are there in the cheap seats too, just down the aisle from us, and Mike gets a wild idea, he wasn't big on planning, and throws a heavy ceramic spittoon at Slackjaw. Hits him square in the face and breaks his jaw. We look to see if there's gonna be a blood brawl, but Slackjaw just points at the door and we all leave with Mike laughing at our backs. Waking up the next day without telling us why, Slackjaw motions for us all to follow. He can't say a word, so we just come along and we stop at the docks and Slackjaw actually pays coin for it, a heavy chain covered in hooks. It's for fishing in the deep, something he'd attached to a long line off the side of a ship. About 4 feet, made of thick links, and there's shark cuts coming off at different angles. Slackjaw's got that thing wrapped around his arm, dangling at his side. Not sure how he knew where Mike the Fish was staying. When we reach his girl's house, Slackjaw throws a bottle through the window just like that. It's almost noon, and there's a bunch of screaming inside, and Mike pokes his head out, looking wide-eyed and baffled. When he sees Slackjaw in the street, a look comes over his face. It still gives me the willies. Pure murder. Mike comes out the side door, bellowing like a blood ox, holding a cleaver, heading straight for Slackjaw. and they come together in the street. Slackjaw spins the shark hooks bite deep into Mike's arm and shoulder. He screams, but Slackjaw holds onto that chain. He's standing there with his jaw broken, clenched tight, with the chain wrapped round his left arm, hook sunk into Mike the fish, just knifing him as fast as he can. Mike couldn't fight very well, hooked like that, and using his left hand, but he was a big guy, and it took a lot of stabbing before he got down to his knees. Everyone was cheered at first. But then we all went silent. It just kept going and going until it was just Mike the fish blubbering, crying like a baby, and the sound of Slackjaw's knife. When it was over, and here's the brilliant part, Slackjaw took out a note and stuck it to Mike's face with a nail, and it said, "You want a job, come to Bottle Street." Slackjaw didn't talk right for a couple months, but word spread fast. By the end of the year, once we had a sizable gang going, sent out letters to the other bosses, telling them that he was running a brand new crew over on Bottle Street. Most of them laughed or beat up the guys who delivered the letter. Green-eyed Trish even came back missing a thumb. But apparently Slackjaw was expecting that kind of reaction, had a backup plan. A week later, 4 of the bosses were dead. Seemed like a series of unfortunate events, but everyone knew better. One shot dead by the watch while standing out in the middle of a meat market. Another slipping and falling into the water, out cold. Another of the older bosses found in the bed with his belly opened wide and a Tivian pear stuffed into his mouth. Still not sure what that meant. And Sheila Barnsworth was found bubbling in the cauldron of hot wax. Slackjaw sent out another set of letters, offers to the underbosses, telling them they'd be treated fair as peers. Even sent Green-Eyed Tish with one of the letters. All the underbosses accepted. After spilling the guts of his main competition, Slackjaw went in for stabilizing his business, real neat-like, calling in favors, smoothing things over, giving everyone a little bit of coin or drink as a bonus, showing what he could be like as a boss, so everything got quiet, which always makes the boys of the City Watch nervous, of course. Word went out among the Royal Spymaster Snitches, responsible citizens group they called themselves, telling everyone working in a shop or sweeping off the front steps of their homes to keep watchful eyes for Slackjaw and his men, trying to suss out what they were up to and what had just happened. But Slackjaw ain't stupid. He greased a few palms among the shopkeepers of the watch, too, telling me he was in town to stay and that things would be run properly from now on, without so much blood. He finally was a real boss, ready to settle into the business of moving whiskey, running the hound fights, and offering up the ladies and gentlemen of the night, if you take my meaning. But then the plague came. At first it seemed like a good thing. A few people got sick and everyone wanted to buy those potions from Solikov or Piero. Health elixir, spiritual remedy they call him. Slackjaw told me he saw an opportunity. We already had an old whiskey factory with a still where we could water the stuff down and sell it all discounted. Doing the same with Solikov's elixir was a smart plan. Pretty soon everyone in the slums was sick and the business was good, but after a while there were so many people down with the plague that everyone got scared. Everyone started acting real nasty, and everything fell apart. And when people can't work, they don't have the coin for elixir, watered down or pure. When the Empress died, it seemed like Dunwall would slide into the void, and Spymaster Burroughs took over and the Watch started using all that new Solikov technology, the watchtowers and tall boys, and them arc pylons. They put up a wall of light costs, Clavering Boulevard, and cracked down hard. But Slackjaw surprised us again. Instead of leaving town on a boat bound for Morley or one of the other isles, he stayed and kept it all together. We got as much elixir as we could to fight off the plague as the City Watch, their taxes and rations. And that's kept us alive so far. Nice! Oh, there's a coin on my table. Oh, no, I watched that. I read that one already. I feel like I'm on a New Game Plus. I wasn't really expecting to be on a New Game Plus. I just hit New Game. But maybe because I've beaten the game already, it's given me... I don't remember starting with even one Bonecharm, so... Well, maybe not more than one. Now I've got an ungodly amount of them, including some of the ones that are really, really good. Like, these are ones that I definitely all had equipped. I gotta save the game here. Just gonna go back to the main menu for a hot second here. Maybe it's an automatic New Game Plus if you've already beat the game once. I don't remember having that much option for runes. Either way, I do have to go because apparently I'm having dinner. Which is good. It's good to actually eat. What was I gonna do? I don't remember. Fluffy brain. Oh yeah, I should raid. We're gonna raid out. We will be back later tonight. I might be playing Dishonor, might be playing something else. You'll just have to wait and see. Really depends on who's fronting. And, yeah. Let's see who's online. Well, there we go. Spooky Cat Kevin's only been streaming for 16 minutes, so let's go get Spooky Cat Kevin. And yeah, we will see you again at around 10 p.m. EST, or tomorrow at around 2 p.m. EST, because we will be doing a Factorial with Liz. So look forward to that. We will see you guys later. Y'all have a good one.